Hello friends, family and growers. Hope you all are safe and doing wonderful. This is Girish signing in from Maryland to your favorite channel Truly Wow. Today I am sitting next to my watermelon patch and you can see nice big 5 watermelons soaking in the sun for past 2.5 to 3 months. They are almost ready to harvest, but these are not the only ones. I have few more down at the slope, and that's where the plan today is to give you guys a trip or mini tour to my watermelon patch, and let's count how many watermelons I have got. I think it's more than 15. So that's a humongous success that I'm happy about, and also I can share some of the tips and the experiences of my own while growing this watermelon, and I believe that might be useful for you if you want to give it a try. So I did a couple of experiments this year, and I'm really happy and excited to show you the results. So let's get going and let's take a tour. Let's see. So the first stopping point, this is where you can see the vines started. That's a big. So this year the big experiment that I did. Last year I had grown watermelons in the container, so I tried that as well. So I have a couple of watermelons vines in the containers, and here I have it on. I sow the seeds directly in the ground in spring, and once it took off and it liked the sun direction and location, it just took off, and all the vines spreaded all across the watermelons in different directions, even to the my neighbor's yard. So I had to divert them and bring it in, and also on the other side of the fence in my yard, other side. So that was quite amazing, and you might see these leaves they are almost now dying with the dropping temperature, currently around 60s, in the night time around 50s. The watermelons are not going to grow further, so now is the time to harvest them. Anyways, these fruits are almost waiting and sitting in the sun for last 2.5 to 3 months, so they are ready to harvest. And for keeping track of the fruits, and also I have cleared all the dying leaves, so that's where I will add some previous footage where you can see how entirely this patch was taken over by the leaves and growing vines all across. So that's a fun part. And look at this guy, is sitting somehow. This vine made it to next to my azalea plant here, and it's found its place in between and nicely sitting like some yogi or a monk. So that's the one watermelon. So keep me honest here, we counted 5 earlier and this one is 6, and you can see here now from that same watermelon these vines are coming in this direction towards the fence boundary, and they were trying to go outside, so I had to trim it so that the nutrition goes to this watermelon. And there is another one on one same vine, 2 nice big watermelons growing, so that's wonderful. And you can see this yellow patch that's for sitting on the ground for last, as I'm saying, it's almost 3 months. So that's a good indication, and this is another indication that this baby is ready to harvest. So that was 6 and this to 8, and let's go here. There are a couple of ones. So these are small babies, and you can see these just fall off from the watermelon in these containers. So I had 2 more watermelon vines in these containers, and with the experimentation part I did 2 different heights. And what I have found, watermelon being watermelon doesn't like its feet weight, and the roots try to dig deeper. So the taller, if you are growing watermelon in the containers, it's always good to have taller containers. So the rule, at least 20 inches tall container and 20 inches across. So my formula, simple, easy to keep, remember, 20-20. So 20 width and 20 height minimum for the container to get good size fruit. So this one is ready as well. So that's a 9, another one, 10, and look at this baby. This is so humongous and completely ready. So that's the one we are going to harvest today and cut it in front of the camera to see what we got. And we will cut one more. All right, so that is the I counted almost 5, yep, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 watermelons so far, and you can see this one from the container, this vine coming here, and the fruit. And interesting, here the size is smaller. I believe the plant understands, or the vine understands, how much weight it can hold, and somehow I feel that much the watermelon, looking at the condition, the fruit size that we get. So that's something amazing. So these 2 watermelons vines, they are in the containers, and they did equally well. Another one here, and this one is coming from that container. So the same thing, the container fruit size is smaller, and definitely the direct in-ground sowing vines fruit size is wonderful, huge. By the way, these are crimson red type of seeds, and you can see all the way from that end where we started. Let me pan the camera properly. Yep, from there, if we come all the way, see how far these vines they traveled, and they got the fruits. So that was quite amazing. And again, like I said earlier, the vines were trying to go out in the this side crossing these fences on the other side of the patch. So again, I had to control them and keep them inside. And here also we have 2, 3, 4 fruits here. So I think we had 11 there, 4, 15, 16, 17, yeah, so actually more than that. And we harvested a couple of fruits already. So all together we got 20 plus amazing watermelons. And the 2 fruits that we harvested earlier, wonderful taste, the quality of the flesh was good. So that is amazing. I can't, I'm repeating my words, but it's a wonderful experience and really satisfying process or journey throughout the summer to see these small seedlings growing and turning out or throwing these big gigantic watermelons. So these are also ready to harvest. Another tip, so let's talk about watermelons a little bit. I think that will be really helpful. So So watermelon is native or indigenous to African continent. Beliefs definitely based on the historic records, nearly 5,000 year olds there are old seeds that has been found. So watermelons like though the fruit has so much water or the maximum content is water, watermelons like the roots don't like their feet wet. That's why the watermelon wines they give excellent results when they are basically planted on the mounds, a small makeshift hill region, or even on the slope. In this case, we got it perfectly on the slope, and you can see the vines were nicely spreading all across, and they enjoyed. They like the sun, so here you can see the sun right now. It's nearly 4 p.m. and the sun you can see where it's coming from is from the south side. So they are getting maximum south side sun as well as the north side sun on the right side of the screen. So it's a perfect condition for watermelons to grow, or rather pretty much any vegetables, but definitely these conditions suits watermelon perfectly. And I already mentioned about the container. What else? Another interesting, something related or unrelated or something just related with overall gardening, the tip that I can share, which I have tried and tested for last 3 years. You can see here underneath these watermelons or even on these sides the paper, right? So this paper is now completely pretty much you can say composted. I had put this same paper that you see on this side, nice clean flat paper, in the beginning of the season in spring, and throughout this season I didn't have to worry about weeding at all. So that's my way to control the weed, and it was really effective. I tried for last 3 years. This is an organic paper. The entire big roll I got it for almost maybe $100 or something, or 120, and I used it generously for last 3 years and still halfway mark, so I can easily use it for another 2 years. So that's a good investment and good return, and I don't have to worry about what will happen to this. This paper will get easily composted like a mulch. You can see with the rain and with the weather, it's shredded nicely into pieces, and it will blend in as it's organic. And I do organic gardening, and this patch is completely organic, so I'm not worried about mixing any plastic or any other contents in the soil, which is very very important. So that's another best part that I wanted to share with you guys. And what else? I talked about pretty much everything, and the soil conditions, the water part, the sun part, the directions, the containers, and this organic paper used for weed control and managing the place overall. So enough talking, now is the judgment time. So for the camera I'm going to take this huge baby. It's almost it's kind of it's broken at the vine here, so I can take that one, and also this small baby is already fallen off. So let's do it. All right, so let me place this guy here. and bring another one. Blah blah. Okay, now with camera I cannot manage camera and watermelon both at the same time. This is huge and heavy, and I have already experienced that in my previous harvest. And as I was saying, it was easy to take off, it was ready. And let me see if I can manage, or I will. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep, this baby is huge. I'm carrying it here with me. My clothes are dirty, getting dirty, but I don't care. And in the excitement, I did not get my knife to cut these watermelons, so I will get that. Hold on for a minute. Alright guys, here I am with the knife, and you can see a good big knife. And just to put things in perspective, how big this is, you can see the size. Weight I have already experienced is huge, huge, huge. This big details, this I can easily lift. So awesome. So, I don't care how much visible I am in the camera, but as a center of attraction, a big guy. So drum rolls, let's do it. Oh boy, it's looking good. I decided to cut in front of you. The last couple of times I didn't, but seeing is believing, and you can see and judge. And oh my god, this is awesome. This is beyond my expectation. And as a farmer, as a gardener, I get one exclusive advantage of testing this in front of you guys. So that's a one little scoop. Oh my god, so good. This is awesome. Wow, awesome. I guess after cutting the watermelon, I don't need to talk much. The result in front of you. Thank you Mother Nature, thank you my mother for passing on her passion and hobby to me early on in the stage, and I'm getting this fruit. So thank you, and thank you all for sticking around. We'll catch you next time in some another video with some wonderful experiences and tips to share. Till then, take care, peace and love.